Hi everybody, my name is Heather. I work for Dining Services at the University of Hartford, and welcome to Instagram Live, where we're going to be doing the Taste of Hartford on our UHart Dining Instagram account. The Taste of Home is a really fun thing that started here at the university about 10 years ago, and the idea behind it was to connect students that might be homesick with their families at home and maybe some foods that they might be missing. So the idea is to bring food together for connection, for people that are missing their parents, for parents that are missing their kids, and we have a contest and we have winners every fall. So seeing as we are all in quarantine, nobody's on campus right now, we decided we would do the contest in the spring. We would pick 4 submissions and that we would test them out here, and we would have judges judge them here. So that's what we're about to do, and we can't wait for you to see the ones that we selected. We had tons of submissions and we narrowed it down to 4 submissions. So those are the 4 dishes that we made tonight. So we are going to introduce the judges to you tonight. We have some familiar faces. Max is the assistant resident director on campus. He's been working at the University of Hartford for about 10 years, and he is at all of our events. So we know he's a good judge of our cuisine and your cuisine as well. Hi, Max.
Hi.
We have executive chef Ben, who is also at all of our events because he's the one who is making the food at all the events. So literally everything that you see, touch, culinary-wise, and taste, Ben is usually behind it in some way, shape, or form. And Ben had his hand in making all of the recipes here tonight.
Hi, everyone.
And lastly, we have Jasmine. Jasmine can often be seen around campus with her 13-pound dog, Bella, and she is the resident director for complexes E and F on campus. So we are all stuck on campus quarantine here, and so we decided to have a little bit of fun. All right, so we're gonna go take a look at our first recipe here, which is over here. So here we have the Polenta Tamale Pie with chicken. This was submitted by Nora Carr and her mom, Mary. Nora is from the class of 22, and this is basically a mashup between Mexican and Italian cuisine, and it's actually using polenta instead of masa, which would typically be used in a tamale. So the judges are going to be opening their eco-friendly disposable containers and tasting. One of the things that we've been practicing here at the university is social distancing. So you'll see that all of our judges are 6 feet apart from each other or more, and our food runners are wearing gloves and the masks that are mandated. So we're practicing social distancing and all the safe practices, and hopefully you are at home as well. All right, Chef Ben, let's start off with you.
This is really quite nice. I love the fresh corn flavor. It looks like it has polenta in it, so kind of a twist on Mexican and Italian, which is really cool. I think the crunch of the chip with the comfort and richness of this dish is amazing. Good job.
Awesome. All right, who doesn't have their mouth full? Jazz.
A little less full.
I'm good too, but you, all you.
I'm thinking, I don't know if anyone is into football. Today's NFL draft day, start of it. This is an NFL draft day snack. This is really good. I'm gonna take this home.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
All right, and Max.
I was gonna comment on, I really love the textures of it, like Ben said. I love how it plays with texture, being the creamy richness of the polenta, but also then the crunch of the chip. The seasoning on the chips are also really good.
All right, awesome. All right, so why don't we start talking about our recipe number 2. Let's see, recipe number 2 is from the Hart family. It's submitted by Tina Hart, who is the mother of Drew Hart. And this is a Hart family beefaroni is what it is called. Wow, that looks really yummy. I see a common thread with cheese in all of these, which is amazing. So the beefaroni, the ingredients pretty much everybody has at home. So you have ground beef, you have green peppers, red onions, and this is just a comfort food all around. It looks like it'd be really yummy in the wintertime, and with a nice big piece of bread. So let's go see what the judges say. So recipe number 2, beefaroni.
Honestly, haven't taken a bite yet.
You haven't?
No.
Well, hurry it on up, because this is
All right.
Instagram Live, Max.
I gotta tell you that if cans of beefaroni tasted like this, I would actually buy them. Really, really good. All I need is a fresh, crusty piece of bread, and I would be in heaven.
Oh, beautiful.
This tastes like 7th grade when I got home from school. And I was like so happy to have dinner. This is so good. And the cream cheese in here, that's a nice velvety touch.
That is, I was gonna add.
Like,
on that.
wow.
I mean, that is a nice comfort of home. It's not too Italian. It gives it this like nice little pop of flavor, but also I think what gives it even a better pop of flavor are the scallions. The crunch, the solid dish.
Yeah, it adds a lot of freshness.
Yeah.
Really good.
All right. One thing I forgot to mention is that we are judging these dishes on originality and taste. So as we're doing this and as we're discussing the dishes, the chefs are filling out their scorecards. And the winner is going to get $100 in dining dollars to be applied to next semester. We can't wait to see you. All right, recipe number 3. So this one is a little bit different. This is a jerk chicken chili, and this is submitted by Ainsley Binder, who is the mother of Ian Binder, who is class of 21. This jerk chicken recipe is both filling and warming. It has a perfect balance of heat and spices to please everyone. Super easy and low key to make.
Just going too fast on those descriptions.
I know, sorry about that.
So off the bat, I already really love the color of this. It looks fresh. It looks good. That's my, without actually eating it yet, comment.
I can definitely taste those jerk flavors. Allspice, pepper, very nice.
I'm thinking this is a nice blend of beans. I love corn, so kudos on that here. But that jerk flavor, it's not overwhelming at all. It's just right.
This, I think this would be a perfect dish on like a nice cold day. Like this is a good winter dish.
There's something in here too that a lot of people don't know about, and that's white hominy, which is Latin American corn. It adds a really nice amount of starch and texture to the dish. I really love it.
And can you get that anywhere?
Yeah.
Really?
Stop and Shop Big Y.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. It's like $1 a can.
Oh, nice. All right, cool. I might tell you a couple fun facts while these guys are digesting because I'm going a little bit too fast for them. So I'm going to ask, and I know you can answer me right on the Instagram Live. Does anyone know how many states are represented at the University of Hartford? I'm sure no one's answering. It's 50. All 50 states are represented here at the University of Hartford, which is very cool. And also, I'll just ask you if anyone knows how many countries are represented at UHart. Now, you know we have a huge melting pot of people here. People from all over the globe are represented. So we have an astonishing 51 countries represented at the University of Hartford, which is really cool. So let's go on to our last dish. This one was submitted by a freshman student, Sarah Gata, and it is a beef tamale pie. Oh wow, that presentation looks so nice. So the beef tamale pie is layers of cornbread, enchilada sauce, spiced ground beef, and again, cheese, which is baked. Chef Steven, who works over here at Commons, added a little zip to it because it said you can add some desired toppings to it. So he wanted to add a little of his fresh salsa and chipotle cream to it, which is what you'll see across the top. So that just gives it a little bit of a nice presentation. And this is the cornbread, which is the base of it, has green chili in it, so it gives it a nice sweet kick. And the ground beef is made with taco seasoning. So you can make that as spicy and hot however you like to have your taco seasoning. So let's see if we've given the judges enough time to taste the beef tamale pie.
So, in first thoughts of this, I really like the way that, beyond the presentation, I like how it's an actual like slice of pie. I feel like it could portion itself out correctly. One of the things that I don't really know how to judge is I really like how Chef Steven added that little pop of flavor in the, what kind of crema was it did he add?
Chipotle.
Chipotle crema. I think that adds a nice flavor, but the cornbread aspect of it at the bottom, absolutely delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, this is like one of the best beef tacos that you've ever had on one of the best cornbreads you've ever had. Really a ton of flavor. The chipotle crema that he put on top really adds like that smoky depth to it, ties it all in together. Really an amazing dish.
So I'm just gonna say, I would have never thought to combine cornbread and tamales, but this is an amazing combination. And when I opened it, I wish you could record smell. You can't, but it smells amazing and tastes just as good. That's going home too.
All right, so the judging part of the food tasting part of our Instagram Live is done, and we did have one little surprise. One of the submissions that we received was actually a video submission, and it was all the way from Spain. So one of those 51 countries which is where one of our students come from. And the student is Irene Primo Calvo Manzano, and Chef Ben has mastered the Spanish accent when saying her name, because he's going to give a review of not only the video, but he's going to give a review of the dish. And her parents are David and Rosa, and the recipe is called torrijas.
So thank you so much, Irene, if you're watching. The recipe that you submitted is exactly what this contest is all about. The main purpose of it is to connect with all of you through food. So once again, thank you. For those of you who don't know, torrijas is a Spanish sweet, almost like a French toast, and it's traditionally served on Easter and Christmas. Irene had her father cook the dish. It was about an 8-minute video, and she translated for him. And at the end, her mother, her father, and herself were sitting in front of their table with all of their U-Heart gear, saying hi and thank you for letting us submit. If I can use an American expression, good night, Irene. You really knocked us out with this one. It was fabulous, and we wanted to set you apart from the rest of the submissions, because this is exactly the purpose of this competition. Thank you so much.
All right, so the scores are in, and we have the judges have made their final decision. Drum roll, please. Thank you. I kind of know what Saturday Night Live feels like now. It's so weird. So dish number 4, the beef tamale pie, the last dish that we tasted, had 9s in originality and taste, so a total score of 18. The other 3 were close behind, but nothing was an 18. So that's congratulations to that was Sarah Agata, who is a freshman student. So Sarah, we definitely expect to see recipes from you going forward in your next few years here at U-Heart, because you hold the trophy right now for this. And don't forget to follow us on U-Heart Dining on Instagram and on Facebook, and we also have a YouTube channel now. So hopefully everyone has a good night and enjoy your recipes. Take care.
Bye.